it's nice to be able to do a deep cut update that is not related to Mindenhurst. And this video update is about the Deepcut Village Centre, the community centre just on Dettingen Park in Deepcut. And you may have noticed, if you've driven past or you use the centre, that there is scaffolding all around the centre right now, and that is because they're having solar panels fitted to the building. Now, I'm proud to say that I've had some involvement with that, because the Board of Trustees made contact with me last year to say that they were really struggling with the financial long-term viability of the centre because of rising energy costs. Like everybody, their energy costs are rising significantly, in particular electricity. And because it is such a well-used community centre and is always in use, basically, that means that the lights have to stay on. And the lights they have there, particularly in the main hall, are not just your small average light bulb. You know, these are heavy duty lighting systems within the centre, and as a result use a lot of energy. And that was having a real detrimental impact on the ability of the trustees to be able to continue to invest in the centre, because any money they were raising in revenue through the hiring out the halls and the small rooms and so on was just getting gobbled up with electricity costs. So we had a meeting to discuss that, to try and find solutions to that problem. And it just so happens that I have access to funding from Surrey County Council for just this type of thing. And they made an application for £22,000, which is the full project cost of the solar project at the Deepcut Village Centre. And we were able to approve that application. And what you see now on the roof of the Deepcut Village Centre is the fruit of that funding. So really proud of that, to be able to protect such a fantastic community resource and protect its future viability. Yeah, I think that there are going to be a lot of families, young people, vulnerable members of the community who are going to benefit from that, because, you know, like I said earlier, the Deepcut Village Centre is such a phenomenal resource and is very well used by the whole of the community. Now, I have been able to fund other things through my community small projects fund. So we were able to fund LED tubes for the main hall at the Mitchett Centre. Again, another sort of green initiative that will help them with their energy costs and the long-term viability of the centre. But also I was able to award a grant of £7,500 to the Parish Council of Frimley Parish. So they, again, that was a community centre energy project. And, you know, this is really great that we're able to invest into really worthwhile community infrastructure projects like this. So if you belong to a local charity, a community group, voluntary organisation, sports club, whatever it may be, and you think that there's a project that you would like funding for, I still have access to £69,000 actually from this fund. I've only spent about 30 grand of it so far. I will say though that it is still taxpayer money, and I'm only going to award grants to genuine projects that I think are going to benefit the community and protect the long-term viability of that project. And I, you know, I'm more inclined to you know, support green initiatives like the solar project at the Deepcut Village Centre, because I think that is a really great way of and really efficient way of spending that money. But I'm quite happy not to spend it if it's, I'd rather not spend it if it's not going to be for a proper project. So do get in touch with me if you have a community project that you'd like to get funding for. I'll be more than happy to discuss that with you. There is a funding criteria. You know, it's not just a matter of you saying to me, I want money, and me giving it you. You know, there is actually a criteria and an application process. It's not onerous. You know, there will be some, as you might expect, when we're distributing public money, there is a funding criteria and process that you have to go through. I'll happily help you, guide you through that process, and we have a phenomenal team at Surrey County Council in the Community Partnerships team there that will also help you through that process should you need it. But like I say, it's not particularly onerous, it shouldn't take you too long, and you should get a decision quite quickly too. It does require me to sign it off, but as I said earlier, if it's a good project, I will do that. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the volunteer trustees at the Deepcut Village Centre for all their hard work for the benefit of the whole community. That community centre doesn't run itself. It takes a team of dedicated volunteers and an even smaller team of paid staff to run that centre and make it the best centre, in my opinion, in the whole borough. But we also have other community centres, really well run community centres like the Mitchett Centre and the Frimley Community Centre just off Balmoral Drive there. You know, those places don't run themselves. They take a lot of effort from volunteers, and on behalf of the community I want to thank them all for their tireless work. Just remarkable what they do. And when you consider they don't get paid for it, they do it for the love of the community and these valuable community spaces. So thank you to all of you.